Hello, hi, this is Nick995. For this video, I'm gonna be ranking all of my Xbox 360 games. I had the Xbox 360 since 2014. Unfortunately, I only had the 4 gigabyte version, so I couldn't hold much. So I only have, well, here I only includes 17 games that I'm ranking. I have 19 games, 360 games, but some games I had like I never really I got a chance to play. Like a Black Ops 1 here for the 360, I have, but the problem is that I never really played it for 360. I mostly played this on a PS3. So this is going to be part of the PS3 ranking. The other game is Tekken 6, which I never played. So I'm going to be ranking them 17 down to 1. And if you're watching this, please like, subscribe, share the video. Share the video all over. Share it. Twitter, Instagram, Facebook. I really appreciate it. Please check out my Xbox 360 collection as well. I'm going to be ranking this. When I rank games, I like to rank it off of level design, enemy variety, progression. As the gameplay fun, how smooth are the mechanics. So number 16, no, this is the worst. Remember that I'm going from worst to best. Fantastic Four: Rise of the Silver Surfer. Bad level design, boring. Most of the time, you had no idea what the hell is going on or what you have to do. The game is sort of broken and unfinished. It reminds me a lot of the Incredible Hulk game, Incredible Hulk 2008. Just messy. And you could tell they're trying to make it a 4-player co-op game, but a mix with a single-player game. But it just didn't work. It didn't work. The PS2 version is way better than this. Way better than this. Yeah, the progression too is lacking. That's not good. Next game I'm gonna rank. You guys heard me talk about this, so I'm not gonna spend too long on this. DMC4. This will be number 16. I didn't like the enemy design, the enemy variety, the bosses I didn't like. I didn't like what they did with Nero and with Dante in this game. The progression system is broken. Then Dante basically has to take over. So after the game, Dante does everything what Nero does in reverse. So you do everything again. You're doing everything. He's backtracking. Exact backtracking. Terrible. Next game, DMC1, which is this. DMC1 now. Very boring game. I didn't like the tone of the game. Now, Dante, the gameplay is just boring. The game is boring. You're walking through these long hallways or whatever. There's no, like, I don't feel any sense of enthusiasm playing. This is boring. But you could tell like that they're trying to go for a sub-horror, like a semi-horror type hack and slash game. I didn't like it. DMC1. You know what? This will be 18 games because I forgot. I'm also ranking DMC3. So apologies. Now, next game we're gonna look at now. Destroy All Humans 4. This is number 14 or 15 because I added DMC3. My apologies. Broken. Lots of motion blur. I didn't like the weapons in this one. The weapons feel useless. There's no power to them. The enemy design. There is enemy variety here, and I kind of like this story. This is technically Destroy All Humans 4. So this is the fourth one made. Destroy All Humans 1, 2, the Big Willy, the what do you call it? The Nintendo Wii one, the Willy, whatever, like the giant robot. So yeah, with this one, I like how he had those abilities where he could freeze time. You see, freeze time like with his mind. Then you can use telekinesis while you do it. Even though it's limited, there's a limit. I didn't like the progression system, but nowhere near as good as 2. All right, number 14 now. We're moving down. Gears of War 2. Gears of War 2. Yeah, third person. No, don't get me wrong. This is not a bad game, but from here on out, like I know the games are gonna be bad. It's just so tight. It's tight. It's tightly packed. Third person shooter. You guys know Gears of War. I like the enemy variety. The shooting is well done, although sometimes you can get a bit repetitive. But yeah, and this is an Xbox. This is the only Gears of War game that I played. And yeah, I play more of them. But yeah, Gears of War 2. Next game we're gonna look at now. Number 13 now. Gonna be Sleeping Dogs. Sleeping Dogs right here. Sleeping Dogs now. Massive open world, huge. Lots to see in the world. There's a whole lot of Easter eggs, like no, not Easter egg. There's a whole lot of reference to Chinese culture. As you're in China, right? You're in China. That's kind of like a Chinese version of a GTA 5, basically. You're trying to take down the triads or whatever. Then there's undercover police corruption. Now this game had nice level design, even though like I wasn't a fan of the driving. I wasn't a fan like of the shooting, but it was fun. You had fighting as well. So like martial arts, you could learn martial arts. You could level up or whatever. That's very fun. It's very fun. But again, this is not like on the level of a GTA 5 or Far Cry 3 or Skyrim. But yeah, Sleeping Dogs. No, they should have made a Sleeping Dogs 2. I believe they would have made a lot of money. But yeah, Sleeping Dogs. That's number 4. Number 13. No, number 12 now, Mass Effect 3. This one has a dual cover. Yeah, it is. Yeah, it is a dual cover. Yeah, Mass Effect 3. Now, I really like this. I like the exploration in the game, the level design. Every planet feels unique. There's many weapons you can unlock. I didn't really get. I only got like halfway through the game. I have to finish this one game, like one day. But it's very fun, very 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 fun. I heard people were disappointed about this one because of the ending, but I never got to that yet, so I can't speak on the ending. But yeah, Mass Effect 3. Very nice. And lots of enemy variety as well. That's number 12. No, number 11 now. WWE 2K14. The biggest roster in WWE. Well, at the time, this was the biggest roster in WWE sports game. Or a wrestling game. This one also had a dual cover. You had Daniel Bryan and The Rock. No, this one had a massive roster. Hulk Hogan to The Rock, Stone Cold, Undertaker, Roddy Piper. What's the guy's name? Randall Savage or whatever his name is. John Cena, Randy Orton, Big Show. This was a massive roster. You're looking at over like a 40 wrestlers plus. There's a lot. There's lots of customization. I like the gameplay, felt very fluent. The graphics are nice. Although, why didn't rank it higher? Because again, it's a sports game. So basically, you're getting, like from every year the WWE games are basically the same. They're just different roster, more customization. But it's probably the best WWE game that I played. This is when 2K took it over, I think. So this is the first WWE 2K game that they made. Oh yeah, that's gonna be number 11. Number 10 now. We're running down. Number 10 is gonna be Red Dead 1. Red Dead 1. This is not the Ultimate Edition. I have the Ultimate Edition for PS3. Fun. This was actually not fun. It starts out boring, very slow pace, but it gets fun. The story, you're John Marston. like you're in a western setting. There's a lot of a casting out like of a cowboy lifestyle, and then so this story chronology takes place after Red Dead 2 and all that. So there's like that's a massive open world, especially for its time. This is 2010. There's many weapons. There's lots of characters that you meet. There's references to Dutch and all that, and the Javier and Bill. But yeah, Red Dead 1. I did not like this one as much as 2, like nowhere near. Like 2 is way better than this. But yeah, that's number 10. Now going down now. Next game we're gonna look at now is Mafia 2. If I can find it, yeah. Oh no, never mind, not Mafia 2. Let me make sure I get this right. And number 9 is gonna be Halo Reach. I can't find my games. Halo Reach. And I have Halo Reach and Halo 4. Those are only 2 Halos that I played. They're both nice games. I really like them. This one is more co-op oriented. Like it's basically, you guys know Halo, first person shooter. Lots of, Xbox exclusive Legend and all that. Classic. Fun. Like I had lots of fun playing this. And it's challenging too. It can be very challenging. Next game. Then now on to the next one. I ranked them back to back because basically I found them the same. Except Halo 4 was I think it was the conclusion. Correct me below like if I'm wrong. But Halo 4 was the conclusion to Master Chief, something like that. Anyways, Halo 4. Now this is very challenging. I really like it. That's why I rank it higher. And this one had many different, like there's lots of enemy variety, like nice level, a design, lots of guns you can have. My God, it's challenging as hell. It's really challenging. I think I played it on normal. I died a lot. I have to play the multiplayer for this, although I don't have Xbox Live. And yeah, a very fun game. A fun game. A very nice game. Nice experience. Next game we're gonna rank now. Mafia 2. Mafia 2. A very mechanic. Wow. Okay, one thing what stood out about this, the mechanics felt so real. So you would really feel like the cars are from the 1940s, so the cars would move so heavy, and like if you hit something so hard, you would lose health or you could die. There's a lot of, like there's the mafia warfare. You can really feel. It's like watching like an old, mafia movie. Now, customization. There's many suits. There's many, outfits that you can buy. There's many characters to meet. The open world feels so real for the time, and the police react to you, like in real life. So if you drive too fast, the police will come after you, unlike in GTA 5. But yeah, Mafia 2, very fun game. Though short, I would say it's short. Not as long as Mafia 3, even though Mafia 2 is better than 3. So yeah, Mafia 2. Next game we're gonna look at now is DMC 3. I mixed them up, I know. I had more games on here than I initially listed because I forgot I was gonna rank DMC 3 as well. But DMC 3, lots of fun. Open world, not open world. The mechanics are a lot better than 1. This one introduced the style system. So there's Trickster, the Trickster Royal Guard, Sword Master, and the Gunslinger. So they all affect the gameplay differently. They play style differently. And there's there's nice bosses in this one. The virtual boss, the last virtual boss in this one. I look it up. It's one of my top 10 bosses of all time that I've played. That again, based on what I played. Nice game, very very nice game. DMC 3. There's a damn guy. I can't remember his name. Arkham. There's Arkham, and then there's the Jester. Sometimes I think they stole those characters from No, Arkham and Dresser and DMC3. Sometimes I think they stole them from Batman. But yeah, it's a very good game. Next game we're gonna rank now. We're at number 6. Oh no, we're in the top 5. Next game, Splinter Cell Conviction. Again, huge game. Lots of play in this game. Multiplayer, side missions, single player. Like I like the story. There's the standard government takeover or whatever, or like the rogue part, the rogue part of the government takes over or whatever. Then the U.S. government, you have to fight them back. Sam Fisher has to get back his daughter. But there's lots of stealth. With this, there's lots of stealth. And there's a mechanism where you're basically going. I talked about this on the other video. So there's dark. So there's like these dark areas. And then every time like you're in the dark area, the screen turns black and white. Or like a gray tint. So the enemies can't see you. And then you have to use that. You can climb. There's lots of this game. There's the mercenary mercs versus specs mode, where you do waves. There's lots of different weapons. But yeah, Splinter Cell Conviction. I really like this. It's one of the first Xbox games that I played. Next game we're gonna look at now. Dead Space 1. Dead Space 1 now. Ooh, scary game. I played 2 before 1. But anyways, 1 was, my God. Like this is what they call like a horror game. Like it's true sci-fi horror. There's a marker, the people turn into these space zombie mutated creatures. It's nasty. It's very nasty. And then you have to get away from it. The Dead Space 1, the mechanics weren't as good as 2, but still, it was still really well done. Lots of different weapons. Lots of enemy varieties. Lots of enemy varieties. Although you're gonna fight a lot of those slashers, the main enemies are the most. There's a crazy scientist guy, unitologist cult. They worship this marker power. It's sickening. But it's very horror. It's true horror. So you can feel the horror like playing this game. You feel the isolation. But Dead Space 1. This one has a widening rank it higher because this one has a backtracking. So you're going back from area to area like on a spaceship. You gotta, you're like engineer, so you know a lot about how to build things or how to help fix like a spaceship or whatever. So yeah. Number 4. Number 3 now. Max Payne 3. Max Payne 3. One day I'm gonna make a separate review for this. Max Payne 3 fun. There's a slow down mechanism like with your gun, so you have bullet time or whatever. Like a nice gameplay. Progression system too is nice. Although there isn't really a progression system. Although the more you play, the more those painkillers that you get, the painkillers basically heal you, like it heals you. You go all over. You go to Brazil. There's flashbacks to when you're in America, Chicago. We're fighting against thugs or whatever. I think you go to Africa too as well. But no, actually, you're mostly in Brazil. But yeah, very nice. The main thing is the bullet time. And the mechanics feel so real. The shooting mechanics. Like you shoot somebody. If you shoot somebody like in the head once, like they're dead. Or like in the neck, they're dead. And then you see like the graphics. It's so good. For its time, it's 2013. They should have remade this game for PS4, Xbox One, or PS5 now. By Rockstar. And it's Rockstar too. Yeah, very well done. You could see parts of GTA 5 in this. Because they use part of the... What was it again? They used the bullet time mechanism from Michael in GTA 5. Wait, this came out 2012. GTA 5 came out 2013. Yeah, so they use some of the mechanisms from this in GTA 5. Very fun. Number two, Splinter Cell Blacklist. We're winding down now. We're in the top two. Splinter Cell Blacklist. Wow. Basically like Splinter Cell Conviction, but way more. You go all over. You're not only like in the United States, you're going all over. You go to like Europe, South America, Africa, the Middle East. This one had a lot more weapons than the Splinter Cell 2. Enemy design. You had the Juggernauts, which are annoying. You had a lot more gadgets as well. So you had the shock. You had the sleeping gas. You had the gas bombs, grenades, flashbangs. You could even change the color. There's more customized. So you would have many different military suits as well. You can put them in different tint. And the missions, the side missions are fun. I talk a lot about them. I looked at my arcade video that I did 2 days ago. But yeah, this was very well done. Splinter Cell Blacklist, lots to play. There's so much to see, and it's very replayable too. Although the missions you gotta redo them separately, so you can't just start a new game unless you, or you can. I don't remember how it's set up. Once you do a mission, you can't just once you finish this story, you gotta do every mission again separately. You can't just start a new game or new game plus. But yeah, great, a fun game though. I really like the CIA kind of aspect to it, special agent type and terrorists, they're coming to take over or whatever. Then you have to stop them. What's unique about this, similar to kind of like in Max Payne, this one had where instead of bullet time, you could mark enemies, then you see an animation. You press triangle, then he basically kills all the enemies quickly. Sam Fisher will, take on the enemies very quickly. Like he'll shoot them like he's a specialist. He's one of the best soldiers in the world. But yeah, Splinter Cell Blacklist. Number one, Dead Space 2. Immersive, one of the most immersive games I've ever played. Woo, this was scary as hell. This one expanded. This one was more action oriented than one. However, very fun, very, very well done game. Lots of different, This one I think added two more enemy variety, like enemy designs. This one though, there's a lot more of the a mystery behind the marker. Like, what is the marker? Like, how is it controlling like these creatures or whatever? Or you even see people. It's scary. It's really scary. You even see people like the space scientists are killing themselves. It's really scary. It's very scary. You had the like those stalker type, a zombie necromorphs. They're nasty. They'll hide behind a wall and wait for you to come for them. You had the one where it would regenerate anytime you would shoot off its limbs. It would grow back its limbs, and it can't die really, unless you were to freeze it. Yeah, very well done. There's even more like sections where, because Isaac is an engineer, he helps to fix machines or whatever. You can even do a little mini game where he breaks through like this protocol or a firewall, so he can open up a door, and he has to get to the next room. And then meanwhile, like, you don't know, necromorphs, they come through vents or whatever, so you have to be very careful. And what's unique about this, almost everything in this game can kill you. Really, you're in space, so, and then you only have so much oxygen. If you get caught outside, like in space, like around zero gravity and no oxygen, you can die if you stay out there for too long. There's even these like traps that can kill you, like insta kill, like in one hit. And then there's nasty animation, like when you die, like you basically, your limbs get chopped off or broken or smashed, your bodies gets man, it's disgusting. But yeah, Dead Space 2, that's the best uh Xbox game that I played. But anyway, those are all my 360 games. I'm gonna make a separate review for some of the games that I just talked about, especially the top 5. But again, if you're watching this, please like, subscribe, share the video, share it all over Twitter, Instagram, Facebook. Thank you.